Hello and welcome to 60-minute map fix with me, BonBonB. I'm BonBonB, you're very welcome. Well, this is that show where I go onto the workshop, I find a map which has no thumbnail and no description, and subscribe to it, ask the creator permission to have a go with it on the show. They say yes, and here we are. There are some basic rules that I roll with. First of all, we're doing this in the game engine, not in the map editor. It'll make for a slightly better show for you, but everything that I'm doing in the game engine is available in the map editor with maybe a mod or two. I will be using mods, but not super large amounts of them, and I'm going to try and make as big a difference as I can within 60 minutes as is possible. So those are all the basics. I've not seen this map in advance, so I have no idea what I'll be facing. It could be a completely flat blank canvas. It could be the best map we've ever seen, or it might be somewhere in the middle. Now, today's map is a map called Unnamed Terrain. So basically, we've got a map which has no name, apart from we can expect there's some sort of terrain involved, but one would hope for that in a map anyway. And it's by a creator called Newman. So thank you very much, Newman, if you're watching the show, for letting me have a little play with your map. Currently waiting for the game to finish its loading process. We look like we are frozen, but you know what it's like. We'll get the Arabic coming up in the scene synopsis. Here it comes. Here it comes. Right. So let's have a quick sniff. Shut down this box and shut down. Is there a box there? Where's this? There we go. Finally. Hello. We've got the upper box loaded up as well. Is that on my monitor? Little white shiny thing? Possibly. I'm not sure. Right. So yes. Let's have a quick sniff at what's around from here. Oh well. You know. Oh look. I've got little sparkles. I think it's just a graphic glitch within the game. Right, so anyways, let's go into this mode. I'm going to switch the brightness settings up a little bit, put it into off day-night cycle. Bring the brightness up so we can see what we're doing. There we go. That's using a mod called Ultimate Eye Candy. And we'll change the theme and LUT once we get into the map so we can see what's going on. Right, okay, options, 81 tiles, unlock all tiles for free. Once all these tiles have become unlocked, we will start the timer. Fans of the show will be pleased to know that my cold is pretty much gone now. I've still got a bit of a chesty cough, so I'm going to try not to cough into the microphone as best I can. Right, okay, I'm going to click start the timer. We will have 60 minutes from now. Okay, well, first glance at the map. It's not the worst map we've seen. Definitely not the worst map we've seen. Obviously a coastline going on here. Got an island. Looks like the only road entrance coming in via this this land bridge. Mountains. Dry river. Lake. Okay, let's go and have a quick better look down at ground level in first person view. Right, so what have we got going on? Yes, a dry river. Might be interesting to see what that looks like. We get some water running from the top, so a water spawn point up here. What have we got? We've got a lake. A lake with what looks like it's potentially... Well, we might try and connect that up with the sea, possibly. Just have it like an inland lake, or just make it more plausible as being a thing, possibly, there. What's going on with this island here? The island itself, a bit nondescript. Maybe turn that into a harbour island. Excuse me, croaking away already. This is, as soon as I start talking, I've started coughing. I've been fine for the last couple of hours. Might drop the height of this island a little bit and maybe put some keys around it, possibly. This land bridge, not entirely sold on it. I don't hate it. Let me turn the fog off, actually, the edge of map fog. Let's do that. Clouds and fog toggler. Bosh. And have a look at the edge. And yes, so basically we've got this one national road bringing us in. I think maybe what we might do is we might connect this via a tunnel. Because you remember these start squares? Start square was over here somewhere and there were no road connections into it. But I think we need to provide this with a road connection as well. Basically the map would have been broken using what map rules. Okay, right, well, where to start? I think first of all, can we change theme and LUT? I think we can do that to start off with. Right, so I'm thinking we are looking at Boreal theme here. The vanilla Boreal theme. So let's try and find something that Rocky Shore maybe. We got a shore and it's a bit rocky. Maybe change the brightness. We change the LUT maybe. That could work. Mediterranean, is it Mediterranean? Ooh, that might work a little bit actually. Yeah, I think we might go with Al's Mediterranean alternative theme. Let's choose a LUT to work with it though, because that's a bit on the shouty side, I feel. Okay, LUTs. I really like warm. Going away from the Boreal feel, or maybe, I mean, I've gone with the Mediterranean. Oh, hello, that's blue, isn't it? That's very blue. Film. We're going relight film. Okay, Mediterranean alternative, relight film. Those are the two things. Might need to pump the brightness up a little bit to make it more visible so we can see what we're doing. Right, okay, let's come back down to... Oh, sorry, sky. Sorry, sky. Right, so that's... Loving those mountains. Do you know what? This mountain work is really quite nice. And I think with the Mediterranean theme on that has really brought that out really lovely. Now, I'm suspicious as to... Oh, hello. Is this... This river seems to come all the way up to this point up here. I'm inclined to just start the river about here. Just see what happens if we put a water spawn point in. I would like this to work. I think definitely a river here would really add a lot to the map. So what we'll do is I'm going to bring that down. Try and keep it contained within that. See how that looks if I do that. That might try and split its banks. We might have a waterfall in here. Oh, more like rapids going on in there, possibly. I'm not sure about the river splitting here, though. I'm not sold on a river split. But we'll give it the opportunity to sort itself out. And by moving the game speed up a bit, which means my camera is going to become a little bit more janky now, but if we go with that and have it on maximum speed, give the water a chance to settle. We've got all sorts of tidal waves going to likely happen here as well with these, again, it's the edge of map water finally just finding its settling point. Right, so water coming down from the mountains over there. It could be nice to have some trees on here as well, wouldn't it, I feel, at some point. Okay, I'm not happy. I'm not best excited about... Not happy, but I'm not best excited about this road and rail as it is at the moment. Don't mind it being a land bridge, though. I mean, it's quite an interesting take. So I think what we can do is we will go into... Why can't I find my editor? What's going on here? There it is. I'm losing my head today. Okay, so what we'll do is, I think, first of all, do we want to... How high is that? That is quite high. It's 20 meters high. So what I'm going to do, I feel, is I'm going to grab all of the road and the rail there. Like so. I'm going to drop it down a bit. I'm not sure how far. Say probably about there-ish. There-ish will be fine. Then if we select that height there with a bigger brush and see how that feels. Maybe you want to take it down a bit more. Grab it about there. This is going to be work out how strong that water is. No, that's okay. That's about the right height. So we're going to need to take the road and rail down a little bit more than that. So we'll grab them again and oh, sorry. Move it. Got all of you. And I think we will just drop you down to about there. Right, cool, lovely. Let's move the rail a bit closer to it as well. It seems a bit dumb not having them a little bit closer together. Why would you have a land bridge so far apart from each other? I don't know, but right, so we've got all of you. And oh, I thought I had all of you. Maybe I haven't got all of you. Oh, that's frustrating. Never mind, we'll try that again. Yep, now I've definitely got all of you. Not worried about the flooding. We will sort that. Okay, so they're a bit closer together now. That's aesthetically much more pleasing. Right. I'm sorry. Am I causing some grief here? I thought that would have been above sea level. Let's have a look at sea level. And yeah, that should be okay. It's just the game taking a few moments to sort itself out. That is fine. Okay, so what we're going to do then is we're going to choose this level here as being my road and rail level. Something like it to about there. Well, that all pouring off the edge. In fact, now I think we can just bring this over and maybe just soften the edges. What do we think? Something like that. 10 minutes down and I've not really achieved anything yet. Actually, I need to do broader strokes. I keep forgetting this is just a 60-minute show. Okay, right, 60. It's kind of in the name bonbon. Oh yeah. Who came up with the name bonbon? Ah, that would be me. Right. So what we're going to do is going to let that splosh around a bit. And actually, let's have a look and see how our river's looking. If at all, is it looking? Right, so we're going to need to do some containing, but that's not the most horrible. Yes, I'm sploshing around there, but that's, again, that's not too bad. The container river, see what these rivers are going to look like once they actually exit out the other side. Right, let's find the smoothing tool, so that we can do something like this. And something like that end, right? And back down this way. Right. This water going to sort itself out. Hopefully it will eventually. Right, I'm going to now choose this height. No. I'm now going to choose this height. What I'm going to do, make a smaller brush. Like that. And see now, force the water off. That's what we'll do. We're going to force it off. Here, so it's narrower, more believable. Along there. Right, so that is looking okay. We'll turn this into a tunnel down here at some point once the Game's decided it's happy for me to do that. Right, this island. I'm feeling that this is definitely a better... Well, better height would be somewhere down about there. Be better. You think something like about that height? Probably still higher than it needs to be. Some of that. Right, so bigger brush again. This, I mean, we might leave some hills around here, about around the edge on one side, maybe actually somewhere around there, and then we'll just do some smoothing so that the whole thing might want to bring that in a bit. I want to have a little bit of the original shape there. So something like that. We've got the width of here going on. That's all right. And again, smoothing off the edges. So, and then around here we'll do something similar. Have a bit of a ridge. So it's not completely flat. Completely interesting. There we go, around here. I think maybe lower that to just a fraction. Strength right down, bring the size up a fraction there. Probably a slightly stronger brush than that. There we are. That's a slightly different shape. More interesting shape, I feel. Still might put some keys around that. But how's our river system looking? Not completely horrible, if I'm honest with you. Not completely horrible at all. I mean, this is all going to be in the fog, so I don't mind that is, yeah, like that. We are going to want some trees on this map at some point, definitely. But I thought that this was... We want to possibly... There, make smaller brush size. Make that bigger brush size, sorry. A bit more strength on the brush. I want to bring that up a little bit closer to that cliff like that. There we are. I want it sploshing around too much. Right. I'm okay with this river system. I'm still not entirely sold on the idea of it splitting, of it diverging like that, but it's fine in the context of this map. I feel it'll do. We've got some seepage going on here. Okay, so we're going to have to do something about this all right now. About... There we go. Can you stop seepaging, please? That will evaporate fairly quickly, so I'm not that worried about that, to be fair. And I think maybe this area in the middle needs to be raised just a fraction. There we go. That water will reappear, but it will start to find its way off of this island, hopefully. We've still got some seepage. Let's go. I want to have a look at this water flow in a moment. This water flow is just a little bit annoying. What's going on with this? Water flow. Oh, it's going from... Have we got a spawn point here? We haven't. Well, that's weird. Water is pushing out from both directions. Is this because... we've got water pushing out this way. Have we still got a ridge of water sorting itself out? Yeah. The starter map water flow is still trying to sort itself out, hence the flooding going on over here as well. Right, okay, what we need to do is we definitely want to get a tunnel. What's on with this? Come on. Sort yourself out. Don't make me muck around. Okay, do you know what I'm going to do? It's quicker, I feel. It's going to have to be quicker. We'll drop that down to that level. You happy now? Good. Bring it back up to there. No, that water is still going to decide to be petulant. Fine, be petulant. See if I care. Right, so what we'll do then is we need to go underground with this. So let's bring back the road and the rail a little bit. I want to do a little bit of terrain work. Oh, frick off, will you? You know what, I am going to drop that water level just down a fraction. It's to annoy me. So how about to about there? Is that going to work better for you, water? Is it? You get off. Thank you. Off it goes. Yeah, I think we're working now. Okay, so what we'll do is we're going to grab the... Oh, and now we get another wave. It's fine. It is absolutely not fine at all. It's absolutely not fine at all. Right, back to that. Look. I have to just drop it down a bit more. I wanted it right up to the edge. But I think it's going to have to be there. Okay, right. Net picker. That one there, thank you very much. That's the road we're after. And we're going to want to come to about here. About there. And we'll do the same with the rail in a moment. In fact, we could do the same with the rail now. So rail, 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 trains, trains. That's the one. That's the one. Oh, is this just a one-way train track? Well, that's no good. That is no good at all. Oh, that's just no good at all, is it? It needs to be two-way. I don't know if this is going to connect with the edge of map as being two-way, but we'll do our best. Yeah, got to have rail coming back out as well. One way is just not gonna work for this map. Right, off to the edge. Yeah, it won't let us do off the edge, and I'm not entirely sure whether this is going to... Mind you, is that two-way? That is two-way. That's fine. It's okay, it was already done at that end. Back up this end and rail here. Straight line to there. Right, and oh, that's gone to tunnel. Didn't quite want it to go that much. Right, we'll take those back again, and then from here. About there. We might have to do some slope fixing there as well, but that will evaporate. I'm not that worried about that again. Let's go into this road here and bring her into a tunnel, and we'll do the same with the rail alongside it. Tunnel. Right. Let's sort out this with the slope tool. The net pickers. That's what's it called? Well, slope. I guess it's the slope tool, isn't it? I guess. And bosh. Same with the road. Oh, and clear all of those. That's more like it. Thanks to the people who suggested the shortcut on how to unselect. I can't remember who it was, but I have learned from you. Thank you very much. And this tunnel here needs to be fixed badly. That one there. Still not massively happy with that, but that'll do. And that water will evaporate. I'm saying that. I'm just hoping it will now. A bit of terrain work around the outside of it. Bring the terrain up just a little bit. Smaller brush size, smaller brush strength. Perhaps not that much there. That is way too much there. Let's move it off. Okay. Oh, now we're getting flooded from the side again. No! Who said you could do that? I did not say that you could do that. No. Right, we'll do a little bit more terrain lifting there and here as well. Right, so that water will evaporate. I keep saying it'll evaporate, but it won't if I keep trying to flood the thing over and over again. Put some trees around here. And again, we'll come back when that's evaporated and I'll just try and get the slopes smoothed out a little bit. And then we'll connect up with, this is your start square over here. Now, where's that? That would be most likely to come in at this angle here, I feel. Let's do that. Bring her in. Do there. That's something like that. We'll have the rail doing the same alongside. Out there. And that's not underground, is it? That is not underground. Well, it will be though. It will be. Not that one. This one. This one. That one. There. Now it's underground. But not on this end, it's not. Fiddlesticks. Sort yourself out, BonBon. Right, okay. Do you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to redo that one. We're going to redo it. We're going to do this one. And we need to be more underground. That'll be why. How about from about here. Merging with the land. About there. Right, so they could be connected now, I feel. Highways, oh, what's that? Rail even. Do the rail first. Rail with this. Next. Go to about there, and then we can do a straight line afterwards. Move that one. Slope too steep. Don't give me that. And with that one, we'll come down. Slope too steep. Okay, let's do it with a little bit of the anarchy then. We might need to do a little bit of terrain work to hide that, but that will do. Right, that's now connected. And then in terms of highways, back to the roads. Not that one, go away. Back to the roads, if you don't mind. One again. And then we'll just bend this way. I know we could be going parallel, but I haven't got the parallel road tool active at the moment. Completely forgot to set it up, so we'll just make do with that. It's underground. Nobody can really see it. Nobody cares apart from you and me. And I don't care that much. So, how's that now looking? Still not best happy with the ramps here. So let's fix those once and for all, yeah? Shall we do that? Let me bring that out. That's bugging me out. That's the one. Right, so let's go back to normal. It's still wanting to flood all the time. Okay, don't worry, I will fix that. I'm saying I'll fix it. Right, what am I looking for? This tool. That's the tool. That's the slope. Right. What am I looking for? That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. I think that one. Right. That's going to look better. And we'll do the same here. That one. Oh, clear all of those. Thank you. That one. That one. That one. That one. That one. And that one. Bosh. Right. Okay. Thank you very much, Electrics, for your road tools, which worked particularly well for my rail as well. What? Why is that still going off at a stupid angle there? That's... Okay, I'm going to use Move It. I thought I had it fixed and it was still playing beggars of the silliness. So I'm just going to... I don't have time to be doing jobs and then for them not to actually work. So let's just do some manual jiggery pokery. There. Lovely. Fine. Are you going to stop flooding? Maybe? Do I have to raise this land up just a tad more? Just a tad more, maybe? Somewhere here. Oh. I'm leveling tool. Look, I selected that. I am sure I selected that tool. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I'm going completely nuts. Right. Brush strength. Right down. Right, okay. Okay. Now. No longer flooding. I can deal with that. I can deal with that. I'm going to have to deal with that. That's what we've got to work with. Right, now we're just going to move these. We're going to keep it simple, stupid here. And we are going to connect that. Oh, don't really. That's not that simple, stupid. And bulldoze. Bulldoze. Right, we'll try that again. Straight slope would be helpful. And straight line. What am I doing? Oh, I'm still in Move It. Go away, Move It. How about... Oh, I wobbled it at the very last second. That was annoying. That was very annoying. I didn't want to wobble it. I wanted to paint a straight road. This can't be that difficult to make a straight road. How about that? And then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 up to that level there is great. And finally we have the rail. We're going to do the same with the rail up to there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Boom. Oh, we're on bendy. Lip's sake. Okay. And we are actually about right. Okay, so I can deal with that. We are I don't know if we're quite in the start square, but if we're not, we can pretend we are because we are roughly in that area. Right. Okay. I think now we've got a chance to. I mean, I don't know what rocks we've got. I'm running with the only the assets that are within the base game or are required by the map, and obviously because the maps are pretty much all vanilla, there's not really there's not really much in the way of rockery that we'll be able to use. Certainly won't be like any of the new Grey Flame rocks, any of the Zardos rocks or anything like that. But something like this down here was quite nice for like a... Looks like it would be a bit of a especially here actually. This looks like a rapids, doesn't it? Something like that, maybe. And possibly one there. Now I'm using exactly the same one over and over again, but that doesn't really seem to matter that much. And maybe we can put one up. Got this little crevice type thing going on there. And possibly, we got anything like that? I'm liking this as being a rapids. That's working quite well. How's about that? That's okay. That's definitely doing the job. Okay, good. So we've done a little bit of rock work. Trees is the thing. Got half an hour. I don't think there's any trees. There's any trees on this map at all. There aren't. Oh, I was going to have a look at this. Okay, we'll have a quick look at this first. I think we'll just smooth this out. I think this was originally meant to be like a lake that was going to feed the sea, but doesn't seem to have been used for that. So let's just basically brush strength again, up. So maybe here. Smoothing tool just to soften some of that. Brush size up a bit. There's things to be said about this map. Is the terrain has got kind of like a realistic vibe to it. For me, it's almost like leave the brush strength on high. Actually, just a smaller brush to handle that. It just feels like the creator, I don't know, gave up, got bored. Because I think this is halfway to being an interesting map. And hence we're lucky to be here today with this. Do I want to raise the water level in that lake? You know what, I think I might. You know. Right, water tool. No, that's sea level. Oh no, that's not what I wanted to do. That's going to end up flooding my thing again. That's what I want. Oh no, it is sea level. This is set to sea level. Oh. Well, I never did. Right, well, we're going to have to raise this back up again to sort of height that we want it, which is about there. Yeah, that's going to... It needs to be a fraction lower. Because we can't have the tunnel entrances below sea level. There. So it'll have to be something like this. That's going to have to suffice, I think. Yeah. I think I still want to do some terrain work here. I feel there's definitely... Oh, hang on. Again, I'm sure... Did I not just click that? Did you not see me click that? I'm sure I clicked that. Right, okay. And then we'll soften this out a bit over here. And soften that a little bit over here. Maybe even. Like so. Just to bring the shape of it this way. A little bit. Yeah, I'll go with that. Right, okay, I'm now going over onto tree mode. I think we need to do some trees without question. Conifers. Yeah, conifers. Because Definitely looks to be that sort of map. Conifers. So we have all the sorts of conifers there. Why not? Let's come down and have a look and see what this tree mix will look like once we actually start painting. Okay, why have I not got a tree brush? What is going on? Try that again. This one. Well, I appear to have a broken tree brush. Forest brush. That is very weird. Okay. Forest brush is broken. That's going to be inconvenient, if I say so myself. Trees. Okay. There's got to be. What is wrong with this? Reset. Oh, well, that is massively inconvenient. That works. Toggle panel on and off. Options, quick look for forest brush. Start with an empty brush, hide vanilla trees, tree mesh, toggle panel, sort list by. No, I don't see why we wouldn't actually have a tree brush here. Okay, well, if that's how it's going to be, we are literally going to have to go old school with this. Brush density right down. Let's see how that's going to look. Brush strength down again. Why are they existing? Right, okay. Maybe if I go with like a pattern, that can reduce the density down a little bit more. And let's decide on where we're going to have these trees. I reckon up along this area here would be probably a little bit too strong up the mountain. We'll fix those anyway. Certainly a big old forest in that gap there. Slightly smaller brush down here. This is nice. Forestry down here as well. You know what? Although this was originally meant to be a river in here, I do believe, we will do a lot of forestry down here to emphasize the shape of that bit of land going on there as well. Okay, so that's not too bad. I'll drop the strength down a bit and we'll just do some down the shape of the mountain like this, where the waters and the rivers would run. So, and so again. You into this area here as well. Then we can have some in that. So, how are we looking? Good. 19 minutes. I reckon we might end up with a good looking map out of this, you know. I reckon this map was just begging to be converted into something really special. And really special is what we're gonna get, I think. Right, a few more up there. I know we're just using the one sort of conifer at the moment, but that's not a big problem. We can mix in some others. Okay, that's all good. Move the brush size right up, and we'll drop the strength down, and we'll just do a little bit of a shading over on these areas over here. And how about this area over here? Some trees as well. We'll put plenty around the lake, because this looks like definitely would be a prime area for being some sort of like national park maybe around here. So pretty. Got trees in the water. We've got 1, 2 trees in the water. No, 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 no. No, not on my watch. No, 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 no. Let's go back to this one. That's okay. Did we manage to avoid trees in the river down here? I think we did, you know. Brush size down. Up the shoreline like that. Thank you very much. So, and that looks all right, isn't it? I think. That's all good. That is all good. Yes, Newman, your map is not a worst one at all. Not the worst one at all. If you'd spend a bit more time on this has a lot of potential. Notice we've got some of these painting the trees in straight lines. Yeah, we'll have to do a little bit of random thinning to get rid of some of those straight line effects. See that in some maps. I think we're just using the vanilla tool is what is causing that one. But that's around this area here. Thin that out a bit. Thin that out as well. Okay, right. So we've got some work going on there. Now we do some foliage on the main little feature island going on here. Probably should, maybe down that side as well. Not going to cover the entire thing. Maybe some there as well. Right, did I go into the water? I managed to avoid the water. Good, good, good. Let's switch to a different tree. Like this one. Aha. Like variation on the trees. Just to keep things looking vibrant and fun. And we'll use a bigger brush size. Just like so, around those areas there. That adds a bit of variety as well. And we brush size right down. Again, we're not quite that much. Come on. Grab it, rabbit, grab it, rabbit. Lovely. A little bit of painting around here. Push the brush stroke up a little bit for this area here. Slightly larger brush size. Right. Like smaller brush size as we go along the shoreline again up here. Actually, it just doesn't look like it is. Just didn't feel like it was actually putting any trees down at all there. But yes, it is. It's working absolutely fine. We want trees up this ridge. It just feels like there would be trees up on this ridge without question. So we'll just make a feature of this being a big old forested hill here. In fact, this whole area here can really be very dense. Then maybe bring that not into the rocky area, just the area there, this area here, and yeah, something like this, and we can throw a few trees into the That area down there, really make that super dense down there as well. Slightly larger, slightly weaker. Okay. Now I was tempted to go do something with keys. I might do, looking at this thinking, should I put the keys along the side of this? I'll clean it up, wouldn't it? We've got 12 minutes. Are we actually, shall we do a few single trees up here? Tree brush singles. Would this be a place for rocks as well around the outside? It might be, you know. Bulldoze that one. Don't want that one there. And back out of bulldoze. All right, well, let's see what we got in the way of rocks that we can maybe do some decorating. Why not? And one around there. It up a little bit. Not so sure about those. That's pretty solid. That big old rock does a really nice job on its own, doesn't it, I feel? We got water glitching. That's the problem with the vanilla rocks. Always the problem with the vanilla rocks. Get some water glitching. Darn it. Darn you, vanilla rocks. Right, so anyway, that looks all right. I'm still thinking, yeah, well, let's look up the keys. Lovely. Well, are you gonna let me do something magnificent along here? That'd be great if you would. What would happen if we did it in one shot? I haven't placed keys in such a long time. How about to there? How's that looking? We might gonna have to move the whole thing in. That's okay though. I don't mind moving the whole thing in. That's fine. We can do some bending with the move it tool. Okay, so what we'll do then is we're going to grab all of the key, but not the road. Oh, I didn't mean to twist it. Didn't mean to twist it. Right, okay. All of the key. All of the key, but none of the road. Still trying to... Ah! Gotcha. Gotcha. We will come down here and we'll just drag that in to about, say, there. And about, say, there. That's all right. We can probably do some framework underneath that, and it'll look even better. It'll look even better than it was before we started macking around with it. 9 minutes. 9 minutes. I'll start panicking soon when I realise I've forgotten to do something vital to look. We get all of that and not the road? We can get all of that and not the road. That's pretty cool. Oh, I want... Oh, look. Excuse me. Okay, that's fine. That'll do. That will definitely do. I want it quite bending there. We'll sort that out better. Then you can come in like this, and that's all right. That's okay. How's the water? Right, we're just going to drop. We're going to do some terraform work now along the wall. Might have to do some smoothing. Right, we'll do as we did before. Brush size right up to the edge. That probably would look a lot better. This 7.5 minutes. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. How are we doing? Is this working? Is this working for you guys? I do hope so. I'm so much happier actually not having a streaming nose, which is what hit me last time. As soon as I started recording, my nose started streaming. This time round, I had a few croaks, but nothing that an old asthmatic like me can't deal with. So maybe bring that around. That. I'm even using the wrong tool here, the wrong brush. And smooth it. Do that. How's that looking? That's all right. Okay, and we'll do the same over this side. Grab this here, bring it right up to the edge, smooth it on that, and then again the entire length of here. That looking. I think that's looking all right. Bring the brush size up just a little bit. It'd be just quicker for me to do in one swipe. I feel I force the terrain down in the middle. I have. Let's undo that last bit. Oh no, that was actually the. Oh, that's annoying. Let's redo that. Right, let's now come back over here. Choose that level. Right, how are we? I think that's doable. Come back out of that mode like so. Oh, I do hate these bleeding sprites. Can't be bothered to get rid of them now. They're there now. Okay, anything? This peninsula's a bit boring. I think we both, you and I agree on that, don't we? Good. I'll throw a few trees down here, I feel. No use choosing that one because for some reason tree brush isn't working. Don't know what that is, whether that's anything to do with the new paradox loader, which for the first time appeared for me today, and I was not massively thankful for it, to be honest with you. Again, feedback in the description if you like, in the comments if you like, about Paradox's new loader. Oh, this is way too powerful, way too strong. That's what I want. I want something like that, and slightly smaller brush size. Oh, it's being petulant. I don't like the way that these trees align perfectly. Look, it's supposed to be random, and no. Do you know what? Single is the only way to go. I feel. Could use the copy paste function. I might end up doing that actually. It's going to end up being much quicker than a few like this here. Annoying. Very, very annoying. Back to that. Brush strength up. Back to this one. Brush size up, sorry. and get a few closer to the edge of the water here. And perhaps actually we should detail just around where these tunnels are coming out with a few trees. Let's go down to brush size of 1 again. Switch to the other tree, so we just got a slight variety there. How about that? That's sort of okay. I think it just highlights that little area there. Water flow down here is a bit crappy, but it's a bit late now. 2 minutes to fix this. I can, says Bob. Water. Grab this. Out from there. Right, so secret water source there should help to fill that up down to there. How are we looking with this? Am I okay with this little area here? Have a quick look at the underwater section. Not too bad. I'm just going to smooth it a little bit. Just a little bit. Don't mind it too much actually. Even that's not too bad. I'm not even going to bother with any sandy beaches on this one. So yes, I'm pretty sure, unless we can find anything else that urgently requires something. I mean, these rapids are... is it worth throwing a few more rocks in here? Brush size 1. They're too small. There, all right. Few last second trees in there. 13 seconds, come on. Why are you not letting me put in a tree on there? What's going on? There we are. Time is up. Time is up. Oh my gosh. Well, that flew by. I actually thoroughly enjoyed this map. Let me just smooth the slow the timer down, and now we have a more natural looking feeling. That was a pleasure. It was an absolute pleasure. Let's have a quick shall we have a quick look around? I just need to find my closing music. There we go. So yes, so it wasn't the worst map to start off with. There were a few bits and pieces that didn't look too great. The dry river, once filled out, looks much better. Looks and feels realistic as well. This water flow issue right at the very end, I managed to fix right at the very end there. Using a different theme and LUT, of course. We've got the land bridge now, which isn't a mile wide stick of land. Slightly more realistic. Well, man-made construct that allows for shipping at the end, so that you can still have shipping coming into wherever your ports would be around here. Yeah, this is the road and rail now entering the start square or thereabouts. Start square is in here somewhere. You can always extend that a bit more. And but I didn't really, apart from some trees, have to do any work with the terraform around here. Terraform was amazing, a really good choice. And I think again the creator Newman, congratulations for doing that. I didn't even feel the need to smooth it. This area was quite heavily ridged. And of course, this has become a really nice green area, green zone there. And then we have the lake. I could have got the trees a bit closer to the edge of the lake, but I did mess with the water levels a bit, and I think I've more broken this lake than I've actually fixed it. But there we go. But all told, oh, and of course the rapids. Let's come down now, see how the rapids are looking now. The water would have settled a little bit down here. Those are not half bad. That's my favourite map fix so far, and I'd say big thank you very much indeed to Newman for letting me to actually use this map. Anyway, that's it. Thank you very much for watching, for commenting, for liking and for subscribing. Join me next Friday where I'll probably be doing another one. I've still got a few on my list that I can be cracking on with. Can't promise it'll be as good as this map, but you never know, it might be better. That's it from me. Thank you. Thank you very much anyway, and I'll catch you Monday to Saturday for What's Map. We'll try and find you the best map for your next city build. Thanks for watching. You've been very, very welcome.